Okay, so a lot of questions have been asked about Hotpoint GE top load laundry and why they're coming back making noises, grinding noises. Our technician here in Winter Park, Will Rice, has found the culprit, and it has to do with the thin sheet metal at the bottom of the machine. So for the stores, we're going to show you the wrong way to lift this machine, and we're going to show you the proper way. So Will, show us the wrong way how to lift this machine.
So when you move the machine, you don't want to lift your hand truck and the machine at the same time, because you're pushing the bottom of the hand truck into the sheet metal on the bottom of the machine. You're just going to bend it up, it's going to cause it to grind. So moving it, you always want to grab the machine, pull it all the way forward so it's up off the ground. The bottom of the hand truck is not going to pivot into it. All the way down.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and lift it all the way back so we can see the bottom of it when you see exactly what you're talking about. So what Will was talking about is this whole bottom cover right here is a very thin piece of sheet metal, and the lip of the hand truck, as you can see, is not touching the sheet metal right now. If you lift it the way Will was talking about, you won't damage the bottom of the machine. If you lift the hand truck without lifting the item to the back of the hand truck first, you run the risk of the lip of the hand truck hitting right here. Exactly what you don't want to do. So do you want to kind of explain what's happening when that sheet metal does get bent?
Yeah, so this sheet metal is super thin, and it just, any touch, you can barely push on it, it moves. So when you're pivoting the machine, and you hit it right here, it dents in these corners. And when this corner dents in, the whole plate pushes up. And once it pushes up, there's a wheel on the bottom for the pulley. Once it pushes up, it starts rubbing right here, causing the grinding sound. And it'll happen if you move it from any side. You see it's bent in here, it's bent in here, it's bent in here. That's from every time it got moved, someone pushed it up. It's gonna cause the rub every single time. And even if you push it back in, back down, once the next person moves it, it just pops back in.
Right. So ORDCs need to take note. This is a perfect example. You might not see this, or PQIC might not see this as being non-saleable, but if you see some sort of a bend in the bottom of the frame like this, it's going to cause a problem when it gets to the customer's home. And again, as everyone knows, GE's contract is if you can't fix it cosmetically, very simply, with maybe replacing a handle or something like that on an appliance, then we non-sell these items. My suggestion is, you see something like this on a GE, it's not worth it. You're going to get a return, and it's going to cause a dissatisfied customer. For the selling stores, if you just obey what we were talking about with how to lift these items, you're not going to damage the item once it gets to your store. As with any appliance, you handle it with care. You don't need to twist it around or rock it back and forth on your sales floor. But definitely talk to your delivery teams, talk to your MPU associates about how to properly lift these machines, and I believe we'll see a tremendous decrease in the amount of returns on these GE units. Thanks.